and this here is the drone circuit. And so the motor is not the motor is flipped around, so it's not going to fly up this time because the plus is facing upwards, and if the plus is facing downwards, then the fan will rotate in the opposite direction and will fly up. But I can actually do that later. But this here is the normal fan setting. And then the circuit. So there's the fan. There's the green light right there. And then you got the strobe light right there, and the flash pattern is kind of inconsistent with the camera because it's not recording it correctly. So here's the power supply, by the way. There it is. And yeah, that power supply it's powering 6 volts to this 6 volts this circuit. And so here we got a capacitor C4 right here. And yeah, and the new update to the circuit is I connected it with another circuit right here. This is the circuit, and yeah, they both got the same color organ, and they're both emitting the same colors. This one's like emitting like a bluish green color. That's what it is, a bluish green. There it is. And this one's emitting purple, and it's also alternating to bluish green as well. So yeah. And we got these lights here, these flashing yellow and red lights. These are, by the way, called biacs. The biac is a biac is like a setup with two diodes facing in opposite directions. It's meant to shine in two different colors. But I faced one direction and one the opposite direction, so there's going to shine two different colors. So yep, there it is. It's basically a biac or a bicolor LED. That's what they're called. And there's one battery here, but it's not being used because I'm not running from batteries. I'm running from power supply right here. And yep. And normally the speaker would go here and it would make a strobe sound. So let's see if I can try to connect that. There it is. But the speaker doesn't have a solid connection because it's missing its thingy on the bottom. See, I'm just going to put that 3 snap back there to keep it flashing. And yep, as you can see, battery sockets are empty. But I'll try to run this on batteries, and I'll try to stream that next time. And I'll compare the performance of the circuit with batteries compared to wall outlet power. And the wall outlet power, it comes from the wall, and then it goes to this transformer here. And it actually the transformer is in there. But this just has resistors in it to reduce the amount of current, so it won't harm the circuit. Yeah. So yep. And this here's a whistle chip, but that's not really doing anything. It's just there to support the circuit. Yeah. And then I could have put a 2 snap here, but I didn't have one. I don't have one at the moment, so I could just put a jumper wire here. So yeah. And I can make it's right now shining greenish blue, but I can make it shine white. Now it's shining white because it's shining like 3 colors right now. So yep, it's shining white right now. There it is. And yep, so it's shining white. So yep. So by the way, I could use this whistle chip for something, but it's just standing there to support the circuit. By the way, it has a piezo crystal thing in it, so yeah, and it vibrates too. And by the way, this transistor here is dead actually. So before I was going to put a new transistor there, but at the moment I'm just using a wire to bypass it because I can do that because half of the part of the transistor actually works, and so the other part just needs a wire to bypass the part that doesn't work. And the LED will still dim and brighten, dim and brighten with yeah. I put my finger on it and then it'll dim, and I can get if I actually remove the photoresistor, I can get it to completely shut off. Yeah. And by the way, there's supposed to be a fiber optic cable connecting this to this, but I don't have one at the moment. And if I do put one there, well, there used to be one there, but if I do put one there, I'm gonna have to have a white LED here instead. And yeah, and there's the color organ again. It's called U22. It also works for making snap circuits, intercoms, like microphone to speaker type setups. Yeah, it can be used with that because it has some kind of mechanism in it, some kind of electronics in it. But here it's just being used for light. Yeah, I'm gonna power the fan up again. So yeah, and so here we got the transistor, the PNP transistor, and we got an NPN transistor, and the NPN transistor is the one that half of it doesn't work, and so and yeah. So we got those lights flashing there. And so now I can flip them over. And this is temporary. And this will make the fan turn into a drone. So this here is the drone, yeah. And when it flies up, it makes a real drone sound, too. So the yellow cord here, by the way, is the yellow cord here stands for a connect a connector to the power terminal, the U22. So yeah, if I remove this yellow connector, it shuts off. It shuts off completely. And so I'm gonna try something cool. I'm gonna switch take out this green light for a little while. I'm gonna put this here in the strobe lights place. Yeah, we'll have a strobing green light, but it's dimmer than the red one. That's because the green light takes more current than the red one does, or it actually takes more voltage, I think. Yep. Next, I'm gonna try yellow. Okay. Right. I'm going to borrow this yellow light for a moment here, and now we got a strobing yellow light. So I'm going to put the yellow light back now. Oh, the red light is back. The yellow light's back here. And the red light is here. So the power supply, the power supply will also have it'll have a shut off. So if it gets too much like load or something like that, it'll automatically shut off the power supply. So um, let's see if I can get that by putting a speaker across it. So I can hear the sound. The sound is called A sharp B flat 3, but it's almost at B3. So it turns out I couldn't overload the power supply with it, but I could hear its sound through the speaker. Yeah. So it won't fly up without assistance. Wow, it struck the camera. Eh. By the way, another live stream I'll be doing is a tornado experiment, which is something I was doing before. But the one of the fans I was using to make that failed, so I'll have to find something else. Yep. So yep. So this is this motor. By the way, I would put another motor there at one point, but that motor literally spun out of control, and it spun much faster than this motor for some reason. It was kind of weird. But the one time with this thing has a bit of wear on it, and the reason why is because of friction. And one time I ended up rubbing a piece of cardboard against not this motor but the other one. And it had this top on it because I transferred the top of the motor, this three-prong thing for holding the fan down. I transferred it to this motor from that motor, and that other motor was so powerful at the top when it was on it. It spun so fast that when it brushed against the cardboard when it was spinning, it it literally uh, it literally caused like it caused like a frictional wear of the top. But yeah, the edges that weren't worn are basically rounded back down now. So yep, I'm gonna activate it again. It's trying to get it to fly. So yeah, there's not much activity in the stream, so I think I'm probably gonna end it now. I don't know why nobody's in the chat. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream because I think I showed you everything.